Telos bag! Telos bag! Where have you been? When is the next upload, Telos bag? Here it is, guys. I finally have it. I'm a bag of the people here to serve my fans. Wrong! Ha ha ha. This fucking tree called Lo has claimed like 5 of my last deaths. Every time I go into this stupid shit boss, I die to things that are outside of my control. He resets my rotor. He cut my power out. Not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times, so I've lost around 5 million's worth of glory to this dumbass tree. Sorry, I get a little carried away sometimes. In the words of my great friend, Evil Pope, 耐心是一棵树，根是枯的，锅却是甜的. Many of you would ask, why wouldn't I just open a revive ticket? It only makes sense. I have a mini-map. Sorry. I am mean. I'm against revive tickets as a whole. Moving on. Today we have the Shattered Kingdom. Ket est your guide. Part 1. Because making a video per each part makes farming views a lot easier for me. Ha ha ah 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 ha ha ha. To enter this dungeon, you have to defeat the world boss, Astaroth, by the way. For some reason, he's smoking a fucking torch. I thought it was a modeled cigar, but honestly, this is way funnier. Once he transforms into the self-insert of the admins, the fight is quite simple. Just go in circles for all of his attacks, and you're basically guaranteed to never get hit. After he dies, he drops the dungeon entrance. You need at least 60 tier points to enter part 1 and 2, then 66 for part 3. You will be teleported into this abandoned village-looking place where 4 different enemies await you: Shattered Kensei, Templar, Gladiator, and the Guardian of Light. The Kensei and Templars are normal enemies that don't require any explanation. As for the Gladiators, I don't want to talk further about them. They make me sick to my stomach. Disgusting, filthy creatures. The Guardians of Light are the enemies you need to kill to move to the second phase of ads. There's one on the left and right side of the first arena. Then a purple portal will open all the way forward, middle. Second phase of ads is the same shit, but with more enemies, and you get one of 3 random spawns. Take your time and aggro few at once, otherwise even divine intervention will not save you. Alternatively, play assassin and ignore every enemy and mechanic in this game as the skillful player you are. 这是讽刺. 谢谢. Now for the easiest part of the dungeon, the parkour. Oh wait, I'm getting a phone call. Give me a second. You can have the footage of the parkour in the meantime. Anyways, once you get to the fight, you have to wait a long-ass time for it to start, since sometimes people get stuck in the parkour. Here's some help so you don't scroll away from my video because of your short attention span. The fight always begins with this attack. Let's just call them swords, as everyone else does. The boss will spawn random pools colored red that summon swords from the ground. He will then proceed to attack in this order. He summons projectiles that come from him, moves the swords to your location, repeat 3 times to dodge, just move sideways. This attack has been severely nerfed from the original version, so you won't get one tapped if you walked into many swords anymore, and they also don't deal that much damage. Dude, if you watch the Onyx video, you know I have a deep fucking hatred for plastic utensils, and man, I won't even say shit, just look at what happened yesterday. Completely outrageous. I have no more words. Second attack you can see in this clip is when he stabs his sword into the ground, circle around him, as he will make a straight line that spawns projectiles from both ways of that line. These projectiles bounce off the walls, so keep an eye out for that. The third attack is the most annoying. If you don't have long range, he kneels and spins 2 swords around him, signaling the start of it. Just go to a corner and it's very easy to dodge. The green ones bounce and you can get hit by them sometimes, but they also barely deal any damage. You are the target! It brings out this big-ass text on your screen that's really scary, but just run around. He just throws some swords behind you, and after a while, they dissolve into circles of projectiles that are very slow and easy to dodge. The last non-phase change attack he has is swords coming out of him. Get on a mid-range distance from him and look straight down, then avoid the red lines that appear as swords will come out of them. He will then cycle between all 5 of these attacks for the rest of the fight, until the HP bar reaches 25%. Once Valerion reaches 25% HP, he will enter his last phase, teleporting to the middle and stabbing his sword to the ground. While kneeling, he will summon 8 black lines that are kind of tilted. After a few seconds, a barrage of projectiles will come from them. Stay as close as possible to the left side while trying to dodge the red line projectiles that the boss will spawn towards you. This will give you more room to move and dodge. If you're playing a long-range class, rejoice in your privilege. And if you're a filthy peasant like me, walk in and out between attacks for an easier time dodging, this phase will last until Valerion is killed. After Valerion dies, pray to God you get a good drop unlike me. Then the Part 2 dungeon will drop from the boss. At some point, I'll get around making a video on it, since I'm stuck on this fucking softcore because Loa took everything from me, my loot, my glory, my family and friends, all loved ones. I fucking hate that tree with a burning passion. Man, why the fuck did I make a serious guide? Also, why does this shit not have an exit portal? I don't even have supporter. And now I gotta wait in realm queue.